delightful Lytham St Anne's.
Yes. Yeah, delightful Lytham St Anne's. Made, we think, around about 1963. I think if you look carefully at the cars themselves will date it for you. Look at the beach in '63 and how magnificent that beach looked, and you can see the Moorish style pavilion and the floral hall there. We had a lot more. The sand hadn't risen quite as much up the end of the pier. In the early days you had as much of 18 foot off the end of the pier. In the 1920s you had boats coming up to the end of the pier, paddle steamers which would go off to Llandudno. But there on the beach you can see the shots and how wonderful it looks then in '63, shot there of the old majestic hotel and the structures of the pier, and you can see shots of the pier, the structures, the horizontal bars which today are now under the sand. We had the open air swimming pool, and the open air swimming pool brought in seawater from a pipe which went out from the open air baths. But now, today, there you are, there's the swimming pool. Today that inlet pipe is completely covered. Of course we no longer have the pool. When that swimming pool was opened in June of 1916, I think it was about June the 12th, something like that, by Mrs. Aspden. She was the wife of the local MP. She'd made great play on the fact that it was the finest open air pool in the United Kingdom. Opened in 1916, right in the middle of the First World War. Amazing that we had all those skilled people about. They're probably too old to be in the war, but old enough to build a swimming pool.
Plenty of the middle of the film is detailed with the night out on the pier.
Yes, of course, the Tyrolean show. The pier was run by the Clark family, and in this shot of the Tyrolean, you'll see Don Clark, the father, and the handsome young Ian Clark, who and those people old enough to remember all of this may recognise many of the people in the film.
And the film then goes on outside and details things such as Fairhaven Lake and...
yes, the Fairhaven Lake and the hydroplanes and speedboats going round. The locals made such a fuss about this that they brought a legal man in, top legal man, judge or whatever you want to call him, and he took one look at it and he said, "This is dreadful," and just closed it down.
Yeah.
But at the time it was very popular. Thousands of people would come along to watch the speedboats going.
Yeah, yeah.